if you get too separated from nature, if you get too much high tech, and you don't study nature anymore, then I think that can turn into a catastrophe. It can so destroy life on Earth almost. And that's probably another reason why I even started with Oma Maa is if you have an ecological crisis, then you have to try to change the system that you're living in. There's an abundance that you can get by just working with nature and not against it.
Yeah, but then all the difficult terms in Finnish, I don't know them either, so we were struggling there.
Ruokajärjestelmän haltuun ottaminen ihmisten omiin käsiin, niin se on edellytys semmoiselle kestävälle elämälle tulevaisuudessa. Kokonaisuudessa koko CSA-toimintahan lähti aikanaan Japanista siinä, että ei ollut, niin kuin äidit halusi syöttää lapsilleen myrkytöntä ruokaa, mutta ei ollut millään tavalla saatavilla, niin se lähti sieltä tarpeesta, että ihmiset niin kuin sit halusivat näitä maatalousmalleja perustaa, koska sitä kautta oli mahdollisuus saada sellaista ruokaa, mitä haluaa lapsilleen antaa.
We are trying to be an alternative for like the system where people are getting their food from now. I mean, everyone eats, so everyone needs to buy food. So the problem is now that most people buy it from the supermarket, and the food in the supermarket is produced on farms that destroy the planet and destroy our environment and the space around us.
Joka viikko me pakataan niin meidän ruokakasseihin sitä, mitä tuolta pellolta ja kasvihuoneesta tulee. Meidän suurin haaste tällä hetkellä ruokajäsenten hankkimisen suhteen tai osuuskunnan jäsenten hankkimisen suhteen, miten pystyisi ihmisten sen kuluttajuuden muuttamaan sillä tavalla, että ei mennä niin kuin kauppaan valitsemaan sitä, mitä mieli tekee, vaan valitaan sen mukaan, että mitä luonto milloinkin antaa, että mitä on pystynyt itse viljelemään, että mikä sato on onnistunut, niin sitä syödään.
If all goes as planned and we can find the members to keep this ball rolling, I want to stay here forever. We've just planted much in the food forest, and the greenhouse has just been started. This is the first year, and now I have a general idea of how a year flows, what needs to be done. So ideally, I would stay here as long as I can and watch it grow and contribute to the growth, and I don't want to go anywhere.
Talous toimii niin, että me pystytään toimintaa pyörittämään, mutta tämän toiminnan tällä hetkellä mahdollistaa vaan se ihmisten vapaaehtoisuus ja halu koittaa luoda sitten parempaa maailmaa.
And of course, it's a struggle because you're on the margins of society. Mainstream society is like has to operate with money still. You're a model for what it could be. But if there's a lot of people doing this, and these small examples are popping up everywhere, then I think the sum of them added together will start to tip the balance.
Red potatoes, left the garden.
The objective is here to offer a whole bag, which is a very interesting subject in itself in the conversation that we're having about food, and we want to produce a whole bag because of a different reasons, because we want to address the whole system, because we want to work on the health aspects related to food in a whole comprehensive way, because we want to address also our work as workers, the whole democratization of our work. We want to address it in a holistic way. So, for instance, we want that everybody's food culture changes to some extent, and that, for instance, we would not only be in the kitchen producing ready-made food for people to make things easier, but that food and food culture gets developed for everybody, so that we spend some time in the kitchen, but everybody at home will also spend some time in the kitchen.
Pieni.
Harvesting is a wonderful moment, definitely. But planting the plants is also really fantastic, because you have these little seedlings, you know, and then you think about later how big that's going to become, these plants. And so and we were all even talking about that, all the farmers, we were planting stuff, and everyone was like, yeah, this is sort of like a moment of hope, you know, that you're, when you plant a plant, it's like a wish for the abundance of the future, and for feeding everyone and making everyone happy. So I think for a lot of people, planting is like really a hopeful moment. That's also one of the nicest things to do. It's also very beautiful. They're so tiny and cute. And